You predict the collapse of FTX.
Yeah, that's correct.
And then I said you have to tell everybody in my community how you did it.
When the FTX crash happened, 3 months before, all my equation was signaling that something was off. The crypto market is following a power law growth, which based on my predictions is going to reach 10 trillion. From my experience, altcoin season is between 3 to 6 months.
Okay.
It's gonna come, in my opinion, but you need to time it correctly.
Welcome to Crypto Year. We are here with Dr. Theo, the founder of Lab for Crypto. How are you today? Co-founder.
Yes, I'm fine. Thanks for having me. Thanks for the coffee.
Thank you for the coffee. Actually, you can pull it a little bit closer. There. Perfect.
It's a sound okay.
Dr. Theo, thank you so much for coming to the show. We were having some conversation and then you predict the collapse of FTX.
Yeah, that's correct.
And then I said you have to tell everybody in my community how you did it.
So basically, the good with crypto is that you have the on-chain data and the off-chain data. If you manage to build an equation which they can put both together with different weights, you will be able to create a risk metric from 0, let's say, to 100 to tell you how much risk is an asset. When the FTX crash happened, 3 months before, all my equation was signaling that something was off. And then I posted that on Twitter as well and on Instagram.
Yeah.
Nobody believed me at the time, but yeah, after 3 months, the crash happened.
Wow.
And that was the birth of Lab for Crypto as well, because then I tailor 21 more equations for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the mainstream, let's say, tokens, and coins, which I had data on. Because I leveraged my background as a university professor in physics to bring this way of thinking. And that helped a lot. And we have built the platform, which this is what it does basically. Someone logs in, checks the risk of various assets, and then he or she can decide what they can do for
That's amazing. But also we were talking before coming to the show, we were talking about prediction market. Let's talk about
it. It's interesting. It's
You were talking about
really interesting.
Trump and Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about? Because that's kind of like community driven.
It's nice
data.
because unfortunately, when you have these big elections in very important countries, unfortunately, mainstream media, they can be influenced.
Yes.
So with prediction markets and what Polymarket did is they managed to just check the maths, check the vibe of the community of actual voters, and they managed to nail it. But I'm remembering during the elections from the mainstream media was saying that Kamala was going to win, right?
Yeah.
And this is the power when you have the blockchain and community blended together, because you cannot alter blockchain.
And let's say because I know you have your model for crypto, but do you think you can make something similar for prediction market? Like you have the community.
To sit down, I think everything in the end, everything is data and everything is an equation. The way that we speak, the way that we move, our cars move and everything, it's in the end one equation. The thing is when you have, the good thing that I like with prediction markets in the crypto industry, and they're going to use actual crypto coins to do it, is that you can see the truth. Because unfortunately, when you have mainstream, let's say, media doing this stuff, sometimes they can be paid off, right? But on blockchain, you will see the movement, you will see actual people betting, you will see they're putting the money down. And usually, when you put your money down, usually you want to succeed, right? You do your homework better. And I think on prediction markets, it's not something that I spend much time on it, but
you might
think I can. Yeah, I think I can. You put me now in a thinking, let's say, mode.
Good. That's the power.
It's in a thinking mode. Yeah.
Now let's talk about the market this year. You know, we just had the hack of Bybit.
Yeah.
And then the hackers are selling a bunch of Ethereum. You mentioned. How you see it? Because now everything is bleeding, right?
Yeah. The market is brutal, but I will tell you two good signs for the markets. I know that it's going to be a selling pressure from the Bybit hackers.
Okay.
I mean, the Lazarus group are really sophisticated ones. They know what they're doing. They will be able to move the money. They found some DeFi projects like ThorChain or some other ones which they didn't want to alter, let's say, their codes. And that is going to use selling pressure to the market. But in the end, you need to think, let's say, more macro. And macro, we have the end of quantitative tightening in June. We're going to have some liquidity in the markets. The most important ones, I think. So I created one more equation. This equation projects the growth of this industry that we are now. What you'll find is that the crypto market is following a power law growth.
Okay.
What that means is that it's following a sustained run, which based on my predictions is going to reach 10 trillion by the end of this year, on the next
10
one.
trillion.
10 trillion, yeah, that's a good number. So it's like 3.2x from here. I think we are at 3 now as a whole, which some coins will do much more, some less. But in the end, as an industry, we're going to grow. And also we're going to reach 25 to 30 trillion by 2030. So this industry has, mathematically, let's say, has a lot of potential.
Okay.
And also for me, I have no doubt in my mind that Bitcoin will reach more than 180K by the end of this year on the next one. It's not a financial advice.
No financial advice, do your research.
But I think, and I feel confident about that one. So it's better to take decisions based on math on me.
So basically, don't panic sell. Just hold on now.
For me, actually, at that prices, which now, based on the power law equation for Bitcoin, the fair value of Bitcoin now is at 89K. So now we just touched the fair value of Bitcoin. Usually we go to the 2 standard deviation lines, which it's above 180K.
Okay.
So for me, we are still in a good zone. Of course, because the market is small, always it's going to be panic sell manipulation. Imagine that we are just, the whole crypto market is worth just one company of a Nasdaq. Like Nvidia, it's 3 trillion, and all the crypto market is 3 trillion. So we are small, but we are growing.
We're growing.
And definitely that's a good sign for people that they want to put the time down and understand this market. Do not panic sell. Also, the biggest misconception that I hear from people is that they want to rush to new projects. It's better to learn to walk and then run.
Like
for me, altcoins, it's a running. You need to be really good on it. So go through Bitcoin, understand it, then move to altcoins. But from my experience, altcoin season is between 3 to 6 months.
Okay.
So it's going to come, in my opinion, but you need to time it correctly. If you try to move before the time comes, unfortunately, we'll see this 70 and 80% drawdowns. So you need to be prepared, study the coin that you are interested in, or just check the altcoin index and move to altcoins when the time is proper.
Dr. Theo, thank you so much for coming to the show.
Thank you as well.
And thank you so much for dropping all the information to the CryptoGist community.
Yeah, I hope it was helpful.
And we're going to do some more stuff with Lab for Crypto. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, guys. See you in the next one.
Bye-bye. Thanks for having me.
That was good, man.